Hi everyone, this is Jennifer and I'm here today to do the daily reading by zodiac sign. This is a timeless reading. If you're ever drawn to, I'm going to move my Starbucks cup. Oh my gosh, everything's been quiet for like 2 hours and I turn it on and they start to bark. So, if you're ever drawn to watch these readings, then just know that it's the right time for you, because that's how energy works, like with so let's shut the window. I do want to thank everyone that has been working with me on Fiverr. It's been amazing. And I do offer twin flame checks. I am one of the original downloaders of the ring technology, I guess we call it, of twin flame relationships, of how we see them in the 5D. And there has been some exciting advancements coming in, that there is a new healing technology coming in regarding twin flame frequencies. So a lot of people have been asking me about ascension codes, numbers, repeating numbers, frequencies, and why are they seeing certain ones, especially like 1, 2, 3, 4, quadruple twos. These are activation codes, especially 1, 2, 3, 4 is an ascension frequency. Of course, I will say whatever Google says about it or whatever I say about it, it doesn't, what you really should look at is what's coming up for you around when you see it, what you're thinking and feeling, what messages you try to get, you know, it could just mean you're on the right path with something that you're doing. So I do want to say that. That's coming through. But this new healing frequency that's coming through means that the collective has raised their frequency to a high enough place where we've got access to this frequency, and it wants to come in and ground, and that is what the twins do. They ground energy frequencies through these rings. Now, of course, this is my experience, my energy experience. It does not have to be yours. I share it with you to help facilitate understanding as I see it. These things are constantly being refined by the collective and upgraded. And the higher the frequency of the collective, the more accurate the information we get, until we get to the frequency of unconditional love at 540. We will continue working towards that. So these are decks I'm going to use. I need one more. That's what they want. What is it that we want today? Okay. These ones. So it does look like the collective wants some love messages. There's been quite a shift in the masculine energy coming through. There is quite a collective. Overall, it looks like the masculine's moving away from karmic energies, or they're being illuminated by this new moon to understand. Yeah, okay. They're purifying some of their thoughts and feelings around love connections, is what they're telling me. And purification has been a message coming through for quite a while now. As we begin, if you believe in astrology, as we begin to end this year. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, the 12th house. It rules the unconscious. And interesting cards. All right, air signs. So air signs, the overall energy for you right now is the I am presence, very high level, Archangel Michael card, Archangel Shamiel, and Sandalphon. The cycles, I was just talking about this. So the Piscean cycle is the final cycle of the zodiac. It is basically the equivalent of what old age would be. You know, and then we begin again in Aries, which is like a newborn baby energy. And then we have Serenity, which is a very dreamlike quality, right? To be serene is to be very dreamy. Balance, love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away anytime. So talking about boundaries and how we, what do they want to say? They're talking about the serenity of knowing yourself, knowing what you can and can't handle, and knowing why you're doing the things that you're doing, especially with air signs. You know, this has been a big lesson for me. I'm predominantly air, and it's just why do we keep doing the things that we're doing? Now, as an air sign, we like to communicate a lot. And there's nothing wrong in that. And again, like one of my least favorite quotes or things people say is like, they want attention. Of course you want attention. Everybody wants attention. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting attention. So the thing to think about is, why are you seeking attention? What is it giving you? And, you know, oh gosh, my battery's low. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're gonna have to get through this. Just the reasons why, especially with your DM, that you constantly want their attention. Oh man, I did a lot of cards today, and I could do an hour reading on these cards. I mean, I think you've walked away, or you've withdrawn your energy, or you've become more spiritual. This is for Gemini. You do have your card, the Libra card, the Scorpio card. There's water here. You have Virgo. They could have triggered your emotional side and you walked away from this. To be honest, that's what's coming through to me. Which would be kind of in alignment of what's going on with the collective, is that the feminine seems to be more in control of herself right now, like in terms of walking away. Yeah, setting boundaries is a big indication that there's a lot of boundary setting here. You know, I think this brought up quite a bit of conflict for your person, and they really came out of their hermit mode. I mean, they do not think this is over. If you're trying to say that this is over, I do not believe it is. Death in reverse and Lovers in reverse makes me believe that this is still very much continuing on. Even if you are trying to really focus on your own boundaries, or you're trying to focus on opening up to your spiritual side to escape some of the intense emotions in this relationship, I mean, to me, there's a lot of mental energy on their part. They're just sitting in a lot of conflict. I don't think anything's happening with them right now, like in terms of movement. Hermit in reverse is not really a movement card for me. And you have in the center of your reading, walking away. So what's coming through off these cards is to try to be very fair and just, both to yourself and to the other person. Like, treat yourself with respect and treat them with respect. Do the best that you can with what you have to work with. Okay, Libra, freedom is yours. You are never alone. So there's like a push-pull dynamic here. You have a master builder number. This is like a codependent card, and this is like a non-codependent card. So there is two very different energies here. All right. So they have your card in the center of their reading. Energies can be reversed. Oof. Oof, 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 ooh, 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 ooh. Wow. Again, you may be acting like this is over. They may be saying this is over, but it's definitely not over. So they have all the elements except for, they have all the elements in their spread. You have all the elements. You don't. You have mostly cups and wands. Okay. So this is also my marijuana card. I think that they told you that they didn't want a relationship right now. Possibly. Maybe they said they were thinking about it and then they said no. That's kind of what's coming through. It's an interesting reading. I think they were thinking about making an offer and they weighed it in their mind and it came back with not a relationship at this time, and it puts you into this Queen of Wands energy, which is not a bad place to be. Often we see the Queen of Wands reversed as the karmic. I love the Queen of Wands, fiery, passionate, creative, kind of a bad bee, really. She likes to get a lot of hate, but she's got her psychic abilities too. We always need to remember that Wands is the most psychic of the suits. I know a lot of people feel like it's water because water placement moons are very psychic, and water placements are psychic anyway, but okay. So they've withdrawn in trying to be fair. They've chosen freedom. I do think that you fulfilling yourself, perhaps you told them that they were kind of your wish fulfillment and then they walked away too. But I do get the sense that this is trying to move you from codependency into independence. And in doing so, it's so interesting because, you're mirroring the cups and then it's the wands and the pentacles. And I do think you're spurring their creativity and they're spurring your desire to make money. It might be like what you two don't naturally do, but this is like a mirrored energy here, right? And there is this like deep wisdom on their part of this, you know, it's so interesting because I see the twin relationship as a ring, and there's this ring here with this creature that represents deep ancient knowledge, and the cup is upside down. So, and then you have the 9 of cups, and then together they would make the 10 of cups. So as soon as your person gets into their place where they can turn this cup upright, you're going to have movement on their part. And I think it's coming because they are weighing these scales on their sword. And again, we see the ring, right? Ring, 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 ring. We have all of this circular movement with, this is also, the cycle is not complete yet. It's about there though. Because the 4 of Wands is also a closing of a cycle or a cycle card. And yeah, you have mirrored 6s here. I'm really afraid that I'm not going to have enough battery to, like, I did too many cards with my phone not charged. Okay, Aquarius. If so, I'll have to do it in 2 parts. Ooh, look at, again, Libra had the card of justice, which looks very similar to that. I love this card. The Naked Heart. All right, well, your person is not wanting to be vulnerable at this point. I do think they are wanting to be sexual, however. And I don't think you're having that, because you've got King of Wands upside down, reversed. Okay, your person is trying to wait. They don't think it's quite time for this 4 of Wands union yet. They're in a period of loss. I think they were brought to a very vulnerable position in their life. I think you invested in them pretty heavily and still are, possibly. I think they're still kind of... Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. I think you're still investing and pouring into this relationship in a way that you don't normally do. I think they're really trying to play upon your spiritual teacher nature, but I don't think that they're actually wanting to build with you right now, and maybe you don't want to build with them either. Maybe Spirit's just saying don't chase them. If this is you wanting to make them an offer, don't do that. Because they are going to get to this 4 of Wands on their own, but they have to process this pain first. This is intense pain and loss, and maybe financial loss. If it was a relationship, it could be really have been devastating to them. And if you don't wait through that period, whatever you build is not going to be solid, no matter how much you actually give to it. All right, I hope that helps you. However, I think your person is probably going to come at you in a very sexual energy, and you should really probably think about not engaging on that level until you're ready, like really ready emotionally to be with them. All right. That's not like a moral thing. That's just what they're saying will help the relationship strengthen, because I think it's going to like defer you off both your paths. Okay. Hello, water signs. So I'm really trying to get my phone, my battery's low, to last through this whole video. Take 2 of these cards. 2 of these cards and see what's going on for water. I just would like to thank you so much for supporting my channel, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And to all the people that are working with me on Fiverr, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed doing the twin flame energy checks and all of the other energy healing that I do. I teach over on my Patreon about the energy flow, and I'm going to be doing more of that. And then I'm on TikTok for just short readings. And yeah, that's it. Ooh, we got 2 long ones. Okay, so we have joy and compassion. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice makes you expand your understanding of life and love, which is basically compassion. It's important right now to take a step back and spend time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So they are saying be a little selfish with your energy and your time. And also your person may be doing that. And it just may be a time right now to find your joy again. If you aren't in joy, you might need to find that energy. You might need to find compassion for your twin. If you are holding any of the 3 R's, I always forget the 3rd one. I tell you, I have to look at it every single time. Regret and remorse and rejection. So those are the most common negative blocks that I see in twins. That's why one of my things in the energy check is to really remove those, because they hinder growth so much in yourself and the other person. If you're holding on to resentment or rejection, or you're in remorse and thinking, oh, I could have done this better, it could have been different. It couldn't have been different, because that's the way it was. And the only thing that there is for you to learn from it and move on. Even if you made a huge mistake, you're gonna have to come to terms with that and accept it. And that is part of the shadow that is so important for the feminine to actually see in herself. Because the shadow is what the other person is to us. When you look at them and you see the things that they're doing that you judge as bad, those are the rejected parts of yourself. And you pushing your energy out onto them, trying to heal them, it will only ever make things worse. It will only push them away. You absolutely must look at what you are doing and find that dark stuff, or whatever you want to label it as, in yourself. To heal it is the only way forward. That's my opinion. Okay, hello Cancer. Looks like you guys are in a pause. Wow. These readings today are something else. Again, there's never like a coincidence when I talk about things in the opening, because you both are holding on to so much from the past, like so much baggage that's keeping you from moving forward. Your person is trying to move forward. They are trying to, with their mind, find their strength again. I think you were really hurt that they didn't want to actually build with you, and this again came through in the Aquarius, I believe. You may be juggling between 2 people or 2 situations. It may be with either like a father figure or a husband, and then your person may be acting like a page, or your person may be very young. or just immature. I do think they are really trying to level up their mindset, however, because this is a very nice, you know, King of Swords card to have come up here. Maybe a Leo. They're just not quite over the past yet, and neither are you really. You guys are trying to get to the here and now, but you're really being quite petty about little things that you just can't let go. So as I said in the opening, if you do want to work with me on a twin flame check, I can do the theta energy healing that removes those rejection, remorse, and regret, and it really helps shift that energy. It's not gonna, like, I'm not saying I can instantly bring you into union or anything like that, because you still have to do the work. But it does help move it forward more quickly. Okay. Hi, Scorpio. You have your own card here with the Knight of Cups. Whew, wow. Okay, so it looks like spiritually and money-wise and kind of emotionally, you're feeling pretty good. You are kind of really reminiscing about the past, about things that happened in the past, and so is your person. Your person really does want to keep investing in this. I mean, there's so many cups on the bottom. There's so much emotion, and also there's an imbalance. Either you or your person just gave way too much to this relationship. You may be in a marriage or have been in a marriage that you haven't let go of, but it was damaged in the past and you've kind of lost feelings for it, it looks like to me. Although your person continues to value this relationship, emotionally, they aren't really giving anything new because they don't see you giving much. I think going forward, you know, I think you both probably took a step back, and if you haven't, you might need to. And you need to do some forgiveness work. If you have any regrets, especially as I was talking about, I do that process of removing the 3 R's. And if your regrets really weighing heavy on your heart or in this relationship, it will create a block to moving forward. I can help shift that. It doesn't do the work for you, but it does get the energy a little bit unstuck. And then you need to really feel it and let it go and process out. You can do that on your own. It just, theta helps really speed up that process. So that's under my twin flame checks. But right now they're really saying for you to get into a mindset. Your manifestation is very powerful right now. So I love this card. Get into the feeling of what you want and try to like embody that. Embody that emotion. Okay. I'm really having an issue with talking today. Hello, Pisces. Well, again, we have all swords on the bottom. This is so interesting because I think Libra had these 2 cards. You have Cancer, you have fire, you have all the air signs. There's a lot of swords here. Okay, first things first, you and your person are on very similar wavelengths. That's what's coming through. It's like, even though there's not much here to show that, I can feel it. I can feel it in this collaborate card. And this Two of Pentacles in reverse. Something happened. Either your person or you did something, said something that stopped the progression of this relationship. Either you or they felt very hurt and betrayed, and that is still processing right now. And right now, nobody wants to go forward. In fact, I feel like your person feels like it's come to like a screeching halt. Now, there may not have been movement before this. The Chariot in reverse is a pretty strong card. There is a lot of 5D work being done here because I can feel this energy, this turquoise. It's a very high level card. There's the Queen of Wands with the Nine of Cups. I do feel like yeah. I do feel like you're dealing with a Libra here. There it is. I was saying, if we just had the Ace of Cups, I said this in the Libra reading. Wow, that's amazing, honestly. If we just had the Ace of Cups, we'd have the Ten of Cups. And your person, it feels like healing can't happen, but I think in your heart, you know that it can happen. You want it to happen, at least for yourself. And in order for that to move forward, you're going to have to be the Queen of Wands manifesting her Nine of Cups through healing, okay? And that's going to bring in this Ace of Cups for you on both sides. Your person is thinking about the past, and they're just thinking at this point, they can't really trust you or what you say. This may be you. But for whatever reason, your person is not trusting you. It's not trusting the situation. They're trying to balance what happened to them, either with you or in another relationship or in their childhood, and why they haven't chosen themselves up until this point. Because even though they may be acting selfish and narcissistic, or you may be, it doesn't mean that they're actually trying to go through and fulfill their deepest desires and connect to their spirituality. They may just be very, very closed down, or you may be. And in all truthfulness, twins always mirror each other. So whatever I'm saying about them, I'm really saying about you, even if it's very difficult to accept that. Okay, I'd love to work with you more. If you would like a twin flame check or anything like that, I'm on Fiverr. If you would like to learn more about working with energy or do private coaching, I'm on Patreon. If you would like to just get some short daily readings, I'm on TikTok. I'm trying to be more consistent with my TikTok. So I'd love to connect with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Hi, Earth signs. I'm gonna go fast because my battery is dying. Twin flames and passion. So you are feeling it. You're feeling the good fire here. Magnetic and seductive. So there might be a lot of passion going on for you. Ooh, yes. Nice. Air signs got both of these, I think. I love this card. Archangel Michael is really bringing in, if you didn't see my intro, I have been feeling the download of a new twin flame healing modality. And that's coming through, and that means that our collective vibration is raising enough so the frequency can come in. So just know that that work is really being done, and it really does matter. And you know, whenever you heal, you bring your twin forward. Also, they don't have to do the healing work, which kind of sucks. But you are in control of this relationship, and you can, you know, this I am presence is really asking you just to completely focus on your own health, your own healing, and, you know, getting your chakras healed and aligned up until your crown, and closing out any planetary cycles that no longer serve you, your family, or your twin. And remember, like, if people hurt you, or you have things in your past that need healing, you don't need to involve them again in your own healing. You know, you can come to a complete resolution, healing of all that you have been through on your own. It's, especially as a twin, we're so advanced emotionally most of the time. That most people aren't even close to the levels of dealing with things that we are. Our family usually is, because they're our soulmates, so they're going to be usually somewhat in the same vicinity. Alrighty. Hi, Taurus. All right, lots of very psychic, high-level cards here. So interesting. A person's really in the past, in the mind, stuck in the past about what did happen, what didn't happen, why they did the things that they did. I do think that they're kind of coming out of it a little bit, but you're thinking about, in the past, you're thinking about 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. So not a fantastic energy. Presently, you're guarding your emotions, and you're trying to look at things in a clear perspective, differently, and surrender to them. A lot of red in your cards. A lot of root chakra activations, I think, about overall, it's a very masculine feeling cards. And you know, they are mirroring you with their 2 6s, which is Venus, and it's just movement cards in reverse, all movement cards in reverse. And the Hermit card in reverse, you know, is about having been illuminated, having possibly become unstuck or back into society, you know. There's just a lot of cards here about seeing things clearly now, surrendering, you moving forward from heartache, betrayal, pain, possibly using like other people as an escape, or you know, addictive behaviors and how that made you guarded from your real feelings, because your feelings are very deep and real. And I think you're trying to unravel what that is. Like how to be authentic in your passion. How to integrate all the levels of you and feel safe. And I think your person really felt they weren't really victorious with you, and they want to be, but they're a bit afraid now of trying again. So I hope that helps you. It really wants you to keep unraveling that mystery that you're looking at right now. All right, hi Virgo. Lots of wands and cups for your person. Ooh, wow. We have this matched pair. You know, you're really seeing that you two are a matched pair. You guys are really wanting to take a new chance with each other. They're afraid, though. They're thinking about the past and what they walked away from. Can they overcome this obstacle? Can they accept that this is truly a divine couple, a divine pair? They're feeling the passion, but they're not quite to the emotions yet. Whereas you really are. You're really feeling the wands, but you're also feeling the cups. You have 2 wands court cards and 2 cups court cards. And then the 7 of cups. And you're wondering, well, what are the options for this? Is it time to let go, or is it time to move forward? Because they look like they walked away in the past and they really didn't appreciate you. They may have actually fought with you. If they did make an offer to you in the past, they may have taken it back, or you may have rejected them because you didn't feel like it was emotional. There is a chance now for you two to have peace and cleansing, and that detoxification of emotions is really coming through. I do that service where I release regret, rejection, and remorse, and it helps move the stuck energy forward, because you're guarding your heart, and in order for that to move forward, you need to unguard your heart. Okay. Hi Capricorn. So contact me on Fiverr if you'd like to figure out more about that situation, or you can see it under the twin flame check. Hello, you have the 55 and the 56 card, which is amazing. Time to heal and make your dreams real. So perfect for this Pisces new moon coming through. These cards have been really consistent. You have the Tower in the upright, the 5 of Wands, the Fool in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Your person's doing some healing. I do think that they are healing themselves of possibly their player ways, their sex addiction, their addictions, their manipulative tendencies that have just led them to feeling very sad. I think they hurt you badly when either they rejected working with you in a relationship, or just treated you like I think they treated you badly, and I think that they rejected you, because that's what's coming through on all the piles, to be honest with you. Destiny is moving this forward. You have the 11 card and the 5 card. There's big change coming in here, so be ready. If you have rejection or regret in this is what I was saying to the last pile. I do a theta healing technique where I remove the 3 R's, and that is in the twin flame check. If you haven't had one yet, I can tell you about the health of your ring and what's going on there. It starts at $5 on Fiverr, so check it out. The link is below. And also, I do work with the energies, like I do kind of little talks and stuff to I do talks to work on the energies on Patreon, so you can, you know, help you move your ring forward. Only one twin has to do the work and the healing in order to move both of you forward, and I'll explain why that is to you on Patreon and how you can start doing that. So I'm going to try to get the fire signs done. My battery's super low. So hi, fire signs. I'm going to draw 2 of each of these cards. Hope, balance, and when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love, and friendship. Okay, so you guys may have gotten into a situation where they said they just wanted to be friends, or they friend zoned you, or they're trying to figure out, like, what is this relationship? You know, trust me, if you've been around twin flame for a while, you've probably heard those words because it's very common. There is a little bit of a message coming through for you to be hopeful and get into balance and not be sad regarding this relationship, especially. Because, you know, you two do have a shared soul. And we are ascending our soul. You know, we are ascending. So they want you to, like, understand that everything is a lesson. Oops. And they want you to nurture the bonds of friendship with your relationships, and your love life will dramatically improve. Like, even though it's not what you want, get out of the rejection energy and into, like, the love energy, and you're gonna feel a lot better. Especially if you're really pushing out your energy. That's a big thing. That will keep you really stuck. So, as I was saying before, I do a theta healing technique where I remove the rejection, remorse, and regret out of the energy of your ring. And it helps move that stuck energy forward. It's not like a cure-all where you're going to get into union after I do that, because you still have to do the work. You have to move your soul forward. But it will help things get unstuck. Wow, finally. I tell you, these cards have been rough today. Okay. Hi, Aries. So we do have the King of Cups, center of the reading, Page of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people in this relationship. There's a lot going on here. We've got Death, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, the Moon, and the Sun. So counterparts, the Moon, Sun for me are always those counterparts. Up here, you may both be married, or there may be relationships on both sides. We have the starseed energy coming through, and starseed knowledge and universal truth coming in, and then the Fool card. So lots of soulmate cards. There is death and a rebirth to the Ace of Cups. There is some sort of recognition of the dark and the light in this relationship. The swords falling out of your heart and the healing from the past, possibly with the Queen of Pentacles. That could be a mother, or it could be a karmic on their part. You may be dealing with a water or air sign. I do think you're going to get communication from them quite soon and an offer. This is very strong here. Very, very strong on their part. With the Fool energy, the recognition of the divine, this death and rebirth, and then the Ace of Cups being offered to you. There is sort of a warning on your part not to continue acting in the hurt energy, to let those swords fall out and to let them heal and let it go. And that might mean something, whatever it is that you need to do, needs to be taken care of. All right. All right. Hello, Leo. Finally, I've got, holy moly, with the yellow. Oh, I'm short one card here. Wow, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Naked Heart, 3 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. So everything in this relationship is moving forward. It may be that you guys are just friends right now, and that may be because Spirit has had to have it like that. But there's a very big awareness on both of your parts that what is in your heart is to manifest this relationship. I've probably never seen stronger cards than this. However, there is attachment to pain on your person's part. I think that they're going to have to break somebody else's heart in order for it to come forward to you. I think in the right mindset, this can be a win-win situation. It may take patience and planning on both of your parts, but the love here is mutual. The desire to be together is mutual. The connection is mutual. You just need, both of you need to trust in Spirit as you're manifesting this for the highest good of all. That needs to be your goal here. The highest good of all parties involved. I do see some of you have children, and unless you do this in the proper way, the legacy that will be had will not be one that you want. So you need to really think about this card that came up in the entrance is like, what do you want to have said about you when you're gone? What do you want to leave the legacy of? There may be a great, great passion, but you may also leave a lot of pain unless you do it in the right way. Whew, I think we're going to make it. Hi, Sagittarius. Your own card here with the Star in reverse and the Emperor. And they have the Star. So you're mirroring Star energy. Maybe dealing with an Aquarius. I'm sorry. You're not, that's Judgment, isn't you? So not your own card. There's Aries and Aquarius here. They have the 9 of Cups. They really want to bring to you. They really want to tell you that they've been thinking about the future, that they've been planning for the future, that they want to be abundant with you, and they want to have something very solid with you. You are their wish fulfillment. They want to heal. You don't think this can be healed right now. I think you're very stuck in your ways. You're afraid of what people think about what happened and what people might think, and I think you're too focused on the details right now. Your person is focused on the very big picture. Your person's focused on moving forward, and you're very stuck in the past, and you're very stuck in your energy. So they do want you to work on really thinking about the future and like going into the future and then looking back. They are saying that women hold some answers for you. They may help you see things from a different perspective. My counsel is always to be very, very careful who you talk about this with, because people will not understand it most of the time. I do think you also would benefit from the twin flame check with the 3R removal, the remorse, regret, and rejection energy removal, because it seems like you're being a little bit too focused on the small and not enough on the big picture, but only you will know if that's, you know, if that feels right for you, then that's right for you. But anyway, I'd like to really thank you guys for being here and listening to me, and I hope I helped you and gave you some guidance and clarity, and I wish you much love on your journey. Bye for now.